Welcome to Transmissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, Magic Square reveals a third-party tiny Ultra Magnus figure. DNA Designs has an upgrade kit to make your Megatron look even better. And a new reissue of the Studio Series 86 Hot Rod figure will make you want to double dip. Today is Wednesday, December 24th, 2025, and this is episode 674 of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that can't believe we're almost at the 40th anniversary of the 86 movie. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Scott, the illustrious Dr. Pants.
And it's almost the 40th anniversary of Dr. Pants. Hello, everyone.
And Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
You're so young. Let's talk Transformers.
Thanks.
All right, and we do have a special guest. We'll get into that just a moment. So we will introduce our guest and get right into why we have him here. Before we do that, though, I do want to just mention the unfortunate news that we had another voice actor pass away recently. So this was Gil Gerard, who was the voice of Megatronus in the 2015 Robots in Disguise TV show. But people, I think, at least I knew him better as Buck Rogers from Buck Rogers in the 25th Century back in the 80s. So I was a kid in the 80s. I remember watching that show. It was a fun show. It was a live action science fiction show. And Buck Rogers was, I think Buck Rogers was a much older property, but this was the kind of 80s revival of that, and that was very fun. So I actually didn't realize that he was actually a voice of a Transformers, or the voice of Megatronus in the 2015 cartoon. But so condolences to his family and friends. He was 82 years old, and he just recently passed away. So. So after that sad note, we'll get back into talking about Transformers. So let's introduce our special guest, Daryl. Who do we have with us today?
All right. Well, we have a guest joining us tonight. That's we've discussed their work many times here on Transmissions. Back in 2022, TFCon Canada. If you were there, you may have been lucky enough to meet Paul Davids, who was a writer and production coordinator for the G1 series. Paul brought film reels to TFCon to sell and cut sections off for people. I have a couple of them here just to kind of remind people of what they were. Little did we know at the time that one of those episode reels had deleted scenes in it. That's where our guest comes in. He's leading the charge to restore that G1 episode, Cosmic Rust. Let's say hello to Michael Resor.
Hey, thanks for having me on, and thanks for getting the word out on Cosmic Rust and the preservation efforts.
Yeah, we are. I mean, I know I absolutely love the idea, because G1 was, for all of us, was that show that really kind of, grabbed us when we were, kids, and to find out that there was actually, deleted scenes that never aired is just, that blows my mind. Because all I wanted when I was a kid was more Transformers, more G1 episodes. And, that's where I came into the comics, and I got into, buying, the toys and stuff like that, just because I was going to make more stuff. But to find out there's actually more animated stuff out there that I've never seen before, it blows my mind. And to find out now that I actually own a piece of it is crazy. So, so, you've been spearheading this for a couple of years now. And tell us about the project, how you got involved in it, and then, how it's been going.
Yeah, so like many of you go up to Canada and and then Paul's selling this, and you're like, oh man, this is treasure. I have to get some. And you're looking for the best things. And I wanted something that I could maybe blow up and get signed. for a nice high resolution thing. But of course, you got to get an Optimus and some other stuff. So I'm digging through and just buying these things. And I leave and think nothing of it. We moved and I started like, okay, get the film scanner or something out. I'm like, I got to look at these. And I started looking. I'm like, well, that's not my episode. Like, what's going on here? And then I asked a few local friends that had some stuff. I was like, oh, this is a bigger problem than I realized. There's a lot of unseen stuff here. And if you go then to the Marvel Sunbow Archive is a great resource. And years ago, back in 2002, Paul sold some film and the audio and the storyboards. Well, those storyboards have made it online. You go through there and you're like, oh, there's deleted scenes. Anything, if you see a storyboard and that does not have it's a final storyboard, usually in pink on the cover. If there's not a cross through it, it was animated. So if you look and you say there's no crosses and it's not in the episode, it was deleted. Because that's all the animation studio had to go on. So once it left as a final copy to the studio, that's what it was. And these are the things that come out because after doing this, I say, okay, it's time to build a rig. So it was a full 3D printed rig that I designed and made myself. Just this quick, you guys have seen it. I've used it at the shows.
Yep.
Fixed zoom. So it's all standard every time we do this. And then, it's just a portable go where people are to get things scanned. Because in reality, I get it. Nobody wants to ship these. I wouldn't want anyone to ship these and trust it with somebody else. So let's do it where they don't leave your site. Boom, boom, it's safe. We only touch on the sprocket holes, things like that. So I tested this out last year, first time at TFCon LA. Friend flew down, got his stuff. Then up with you guys in Canada. And then Colin, the TFCon organizer, was like, hey, you should probably just reach out to Paul. I think he still had some film. And I was like, oh, yeah? And I was just like, oh, he's got to have a few left. I'll just buy it outright. And then the amount came out and I'm like, well, I can't buy that.
Yeah.
It was like
had a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And it turned out he's still sitting on about 1,500 frames. So Paul's a really, really nice guy. And he invited me and opened his home to me for a weekend. And I went out and digitized just about everything he had, all the film and all the other production material. So with that really opened the floodgates of what's been out here, and his records are incredible. So like we know who bought some of the original film from back in 2002. I've tracked some of it down, starting to make arrangements for that. And we know who has the audio, but no arrangements have been made on that. So it's really cool. So putting it back together, stitching it to where it is, where we can share this, and then finally getting a chance to go, okay, well, you know who's got who has all the audio, right? Transformers at the Moon. And I reach out to them and they see the project and they're excited about it. We traded some audio. If you notice, so hopefully we get a lot of it back. I don't think until we find the original cassette that Paul sold, I don't think we're going to get Frank's lines. He was on a pickup day, but yeah, here we are. We are now on December 26th will be the 40th anniversary of the air date. So couldn't think of any better time to get the first dump out there of stuff. We're going to put out 8 deleted scenes in total from across the episode span. Some of them definitely have never been seen and are complete. You have the slate cards on them where you can see like when they were actually animated and filmed. And I think we were looking somewhere. It was about 5 months from premise to air. There's a chart I've got that I can share later of, premise, all the working through the story, storyboarding, audio recording, filming to air date. So a lot of wealth of history that's still left there to be discussed and shared.
It's incredible. I love it. Yeah, I remember meeting Paul at the show, and it wasn't even until I think the Sunday that I even, got up to his booth, because I was like, he's labeled as a production coordinator / writer, and most of the times the writers come with scripts, and I'm like, what am I going to do with a script, right? Like, I can't really frame it. And then I kind of got a glimpse of his table there, and I'm like, he's got rolls of film there. What is that about? So I went and checked it out, chatted with him. I got his business card, which is the coolest thing ever. So I mean, I checked that out. But then he started reeling off pieces of film, and yeah, I mean, you've scanned these and you sent me the digital scans of them, which is fantastic. They were way better pictures than I ever could have taken, and yeah, I love the fact I got one that's Optimus Prime. You can kind of see that there. I did get one that's I have one that's a Starscream as well, and then one that I believe is my deleted scene, which is Starscream and Megatron together there.
So, correction, everything you have has been cut.
Oh, so amazing. Okay.
Yeah, so the Optimus is an extended scene, and there's more lines that were cut with that. And the one you have there with Starscream, again, is cut. There's a line that's kept in the episode. And yes, so yeah, same thing. Everyone
amazing.
I've seen so far has been cut.
Wild. Okay. So, well, that's awesome. That is amazing. Yeah. So the other question that I kind of had about it is you guys are stitching these all together, but he was cutting these things in chunks of like 4 frames a piece. Yes. So, you know, and I think the show was animated at like 24 frames a second or something like that, maybe 30, no, right? It was 24. It was low, right? So, you know, if you don't get a certain chunk back, like if somebody just bought it and they never hear of the project, you know, are you able to fill that gap?
We could potentially fill the gap. It depends as long as there's enough before and after. We could probably put something in there, but if there's a big jump or change. So I think it is 20. It's filmed at 24 frames, and I think it's shot or animated on 2s. Because if you go through the frames, you're like same, new. You know, it's like frame and same then new. So yeah, we might be able to have something. Depends. Like with the Optimus, his arms are crossed and it's just his mouth moving. So we might be able to easily put that in there to get that done. I'd like to have it the right way. So the one with yours with Megatron and Starscream, because I take really nice pictures at the cut lines, I was able to see exactly that it was right after what Paul had.
So fantastic.
I knew exactly where it went. I was like, it's perfect.
Well, and also the there are numbers along the side of it, isn't there?
Yeah, sometimes there's numbers along the side, indicators that can help you. If I don't have one of them with me, I saw plenty of them with Paul. Like there's a margin that's kind of bluish where in a film for
mine has
for
it.
Movies,
the Optimus one does.
That's where they would put the visual audio for that to be put in for a movie. Well, they will scratch then the scene number in those on the working prints. So we've seen some so you guarantee you know exactly what scene it's supposed to go for. So nice. But Paul was really excited to see this. I had one of those flyers. I think you've seen my flyers before. I randomly I randomly leave these at like TFCon at like random places. Hopefully someone will see it and kind of jump in on this. But Paul was so tickled when he saw this that he's donated 3 more film segments to the cause for a raffle to help entice fans to bring theirs out to be scanned. So we'll probably run the first round of this raffle after TFCon Canada this year. If you've already been scanned, you're automatically in. It's 1 entry per 1 entry per frame. So the more frames you bought, the more chances you have. And we'll do this in 3 rounds. So, if you get in early, you're in all 3 rounds. So that's the best thing. Just get in as quick as you can. Would be what I would say to people. But yeah, don't want it to ever leave your hands. We come right to you. But Paul was ecstatic. Like I heard him, like I'm there scanning. I think I filmed for something like 4 hours the first night I was there to get all this stuff done. And then like the next night I'm doing storyboards and animation models, and I show him that piece of paper and he reads it, and I hear him go upstairs and he's just like yelling to his wife, "You got to see this." Next morning it's in his office. Like he's got an Optimus, a Grimlock. He loves this. He lived this. Like it's for a lot of the people that worked on this and the writers, it's rare to see somebody with this level of excitement still for this franchise. and he loves it so much. So hopefully, he gets to come out to another convention to share more of this with all of us. But only time will tell.
Well, now that it's been recorded and archived, like you've scanned it all, yeah, he can cut it all up like crazy. So you have it. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we when I left, I digitized everything and handed him back all digital copies, and then as I build the videos, I make sure I hand off full completed videos to him as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it usual for a writer to keep like archive this kind of stuff? Like I imagine most of the writers did not like get film reels of the finished animation or in storyboards and hang on to that stuff.
You're correct. This is a very unique case here, especially with the film, because Paul was the production coordinator. So this is, after season one. After season one, the production team kind of got split. Some people were doing the movie and prepping for the movie, and some people were doing the series. And Paul was hired to take on that void there for the series. So he's running the series back here on the US side, kind of like coordinating with everybody. There's plenty of memos where it's like, oh, we didn't get this back from ACOM yet, or we're waiting for this. Hopefully they'll be here. Are you ever sending this out? So he's doing all of this. So he's in the editing bay. So especially for one that's his baby, he's there in the editing bay. And this is the first one, so I think he just started keeping all the pieces. So yeah, so I don't know. He's a big sci-fi guy, loves this through and through. So I think it's one of his projects he's just near and dear to his heart.
No, I'm super excited about it. We're gonna keep, beating the drum on it just because it's such a cool idea, and honestly, I'm super excited about it myself. I really want to see a completed version of Cosmic Rust with everything, just because it seems like the coolest thing ever. I can't expect the episode's going to change all that much.
No,
but
no.
I just, but
you get a couple more minutes, right?
Yeah, but it'll just be one of those things to be like, look, I got a piece of that episode now, so it's it's cool. So yeah, but no, this is one of the coolest projects I think I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, and I think this would classify as lost media. I mean, it's something we've never seen. It's been gone for so many years and just kind of tucked away. So, I mean, it's 40 years later and we're still finding and discovering stuff about G1. This is, I keep thinking every time we find something as a community, I'm like, so that's got to be the last time. And then there's more.
Yeah, exactly. I hear that because I remember when we were first starting the podcast, we, somebody had found the, like a G2 Menasor. And like an old store that had been like shut down. The people had like had this promo sent out to them, and I'm like, there's no way they're still finding old stuff from that era. And now at this point in time, it's been at least 10 years or so since they found that thing, and they found multiples, and then they found Defensor, and they're now finding media side stuff, and there's been an entire website dedicated to all the lost media that's been set up because there's been so much, and it's incredible all the stuff that's out there. And I think the community has a lot to do with it because everybody's been like, well, the community's global at this point, like everybody is just kind of in it to win it, I think, and they see, well, I've got this little piece of thing that I've just been hanging on to because I've been a fan. Well, now that I've seen that, this little piece that I had that I just kind of, this tchotchke that I've been hanging on to is actually a piece of this entirely huge puzzle, and I'll just I'll digitize it and I'll submit it. And now, they've got these, like you said, the Sunbow Archive, Transformers at the Moon, yourself. There are all kind of places that are kind of compiling all these little puzzle pieces and putting everything back together, and it's absolutely wonderful because unfortunately, like we discussed at the beginning of the show, not that he was involved with G1, but these people that are involved with that show, they are getting older and they are starting to pass away, which you can't you can't ask them for their firsthand opinion or memory anymore, right? So it is unfortunate, but people like yourself who are doing this is just it's absolutely fantastic.
Well, thank you. So I will say, I'll give you a little piece of the background that I found when I was going through Paul's notes. So I think we've heard Rust in Peace, right? From this associated with this episode. That is the third title. The second title is Cosmic Rust. There was one before that. And I think if we do something bigger, we're gonna have a spot where we reveal what that is. But it was really, I was on the fence. I was like, is it really? And you see Paul's original storyboard he's got, and you can see where they whited out Cosmic Rust and then wrote Rust in Peace. So yeah, incredible. These little things you keep finding.
Yeah. I mean, this is cool. So yeah, I love it. Like you're kind of treating this kind of like a Kickstarter as well. It's like there's no buy-in. It's just we want your pieces. we want you to submit your pieces, and then we get enough pieces, we'll submit we'll reveal the name. So I love it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, right, and the point is to credit everybody that comes forward and do this. It's a fan base community. Let's do this together. Not one person can do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right on. Well, Michael, tell everybody how they can get involved, because this is pretty cool. And if you were at TFCon 2022 and you met up with Mr. Davids and bought some of these pieces of film, how can they get in touch with you about submitting or meeting up with you to get them scanned?
Yeah, we have a Twitter page at TF4K Project. And there's also a Facebook page, Transformers 4K Project. For a number of years, it was kind of a private page, opened it up. So it should be pretty easy to find and get access and put on there. So there's posts about this and other random projects we've been working on for G1 on there as well.
Right on. Okay. And
of course, I'm on TFW as Turbo Blue Streak, the crazy autograph guy. So
right on. No, that's good. So yeah, and you generally will try and make it to one of the TF cons or something like that. I went this past year. I went to all three, so I'm looking forward to LA again this year. And I saw there was the big battle that's coming up in July. Yeah.
So I've already got arrangements for some more film in July, so I'm going to Canada.
There you go. Who will win?
Yeah, who will win?
Okay, we'll end with just a teeny teaser of what the TF4K project has done. They graciously shared with us just a little preview, so you can actually see what they're restoring here. So for all the Starscream fans out there, there's Starscream, and there's more in the as they're restoring it. So you can see how it's very clean. It's been completely restored and digitized, so it looks really nice. So we're looking forward to seeing the finished product. So yeah, thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Right on. And Michael's going to stay with us for the rest of the show, so we can talk about some new Transformers news and some toys and stuff. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, let's get into it. So yeah, we're going to switch gears and we're going to talk about some toys. We've got some quick hits.
All right, and we're going to start off the regular portion of the show by talking about Magic Square. And they showed off color prototypes of their MSB61 adjutant. I don't know. Whatever. It's Ultra Magnus. It's their third one as well. This is Magic Square's third Ultra Magnus figure. Apparently he does well for them, or they're not satisfied. Either way, it looks fantastic. This is ridiculous how good this thing looks. Remember, this is legend scale, everyone. This is a legend scale figure, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Yeah, their previous Ultra Magni was their MB-04 transporter, and then their MSB-31 Brobdig Nag, which I believe I have that one. So that is now trash, and I will have to get the I will have to get this one. So I really do like this. These legend scale figures have gotten to a point where they're basically masterpieces in a small scale, but their prices aren't legend scale, so they're pretty expensive. But yeah, it looks fantastic. I'll probably end up having to figure out a way to get one, but yeah, it looks great. It looks really, really great. So if you're looking for a Legend Scale Ultra Magnus, take a look at Magic Square.
And remember, Daryl, one Daryl's trash is another Dr. Pants' treasure. So you just let me know what you want to do with that other one.
Sure. Will do.
See, Magic Square is, if they wanted to commit to Masterpiece, they would give Fans Toys a run for their money.
They've put out some Masterpiece scaled stuff, and it's.
I know, I have them.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty interesting and pretty good. I've got a little bit of it myself, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This articulation. I mean, just the fact that he can get into a pose like this, that looks really cool. It's just amazing how articulated this guy is.
The image you have up on the screen right now, you cannot discount the fact that he is holding his gun with both hands. Mm-hmm. That is a pose that I would say 95% of figures cannot do. And Ultra Magnus does not have a small chest. He got some boobies, and they are in the way most of the time. So the fact that he is pulling this off is just a testament to how good this figure likely is. So I am very impressed. It's probably going to be $120 though for this thing, which is insane for the scale of it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely nuts.
All right. Yeah, let's move on.
Okay. Also, on the third party side of things, we got an upgrade kit, and this one's, I'm sure a lot of people have been waiting for it. This is DNA Designs Studio Series 86 liter Megatron DK78 upgrade kits. There's more than one. We have the A kit, which is going to come with a new fusion cannon, a different beam saber that he had in the 86 movie. This one has a clear blade. It comes with his Energon mace from the, intro miniseries. But it is going to have a plastic chain that will allow for poses, and then a metal chain that acts more like a mace. New waist piece, new gap fillers, bigger shoulders, the key to Vector Sigma, the mind control helmet, and then multiple replacement faces for some expressions. And it looks really good. I know a lot of people are upset with the way the original fusion can that came with the figure looked, so this is a nice welcome change. And also, the shoulders on the original figure are a bit smaller, so the shoulder upgrades are nice. The extra stuff, well, that's just icing on the cake, but it does look cool. This basically just turns it into the Masterpiece. It's coming with all the stuff the Masterpiece did, and it's insane. It all looks really good. The gap fillers are kind of nice. Honestly, I never really noticed the gaps on this figure that much, but listen, if they're going to throw them in, great. But yeah, some really great additions here. So if you're looking to add on to this kit and get some really good poses, get some really good photos, this is what you're looking for. But there is a secondary kit for this, and that is DK78W. And that kit is just going to be an upgraded fusion cannon and the beam saber with a clear blade. So if you just want to replace the fusion cannon and maybe get a better sword from the movie, there you go. You don't have to get everything else if you don't want it, because not everybody needs all those extra pieces. I personally might just go for the fusion cannon myself. It does help with it does work with the transformation and everything, still transforms into the tank and works. And then there is one more upgrade kit. I'm sure everybody's been clamoring for this. If you read the Skybound comics, this is DK78G, the gun grip add-on, where it is a gun grip. It's just a gun grip. and you put Tank Megatron on it, and bam, he's a gun. So there you go, everyone. Your Studio Series 86 Megatron is now a gun. I mean, it kind of looks how it does in the comics. Kind of. But it does also transform into like a cool little like weapons platform that works with the fusion cannon upgrade and everything. This is like a la the battle platform you could make with like the old pieces for the G1 Megatron. But I'm good. I don't need gun grip. But yeah, there you go. So if you want to make your 86 Megatron look a little bit more accurate, there you go.
Are you a fan of the add-on kits, Michael?
The Masterpiece ones they've done, yes. Usually the retail things these days, I get them, but I don't open them because they're autograph fodder. So yeah, I just look at this and go, okay, I know we all want a gun, but wow.
It's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. A little surprised they didn't try to use the unused concepts from what was the Heavy Metal War where you're supposed to turn into a jet.
Oh.
So we did get that model a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's still time.
There will always be more Megatrons.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we've got a new Furai model kit from Flame Toys. So, Flame Toys produces those, those plastic kind of snap together model kits. Of course, there's been lots of other companies that have popped up to make similar types of model kits, but Flame Toys, of course, has been around for a while. And they have a new version of a Bumblebee. They're calling it a G1 version, so it does look very much like the G1 animation model for Bumblebee. So you can see he's got an alternate face with a face mask that is more reminiscent of the Bumblebee toy, the G1 Bumblebee toy. It's a nice articulation. I don't think it has light up LED eyes. The artwork is kind of a little bit misleading here. But the model kit looks very nicely articulated, and of course you have to put it together. That's part of the fun. So if you're interested in getting, everyone loves Bumblebee, right? Bumblebee has never been oversaturated or saturated in the market at all, right? So, but if you're a fan of Bumblebee and you want another Bumblebee model in a model kit you can put together, maybe this is for you. Not for me, but maybe it's for you.
No.
Looks like Action Master Bumblebee. It was just reminding me of my childhood, and I was like, oh no.
Which is funny because the first Furai model Bumblebee actually came with like the helicopter backpack that the Action Master one did. So,
yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we've got more models. Well, these are more action figures than models. This is the Threezero MDLX figures. These are, we have the first one we're looking at is Ramjet. And yeah, like I said, these are action figures that are highly articulated with a bunch of different hands and weapon options. Very detailed, very posable, except for transformation. They just don't do that. But very detailed, like I said, and they look great. Like this MDLX line is fantastic. It's just doesn't do one very important thing for Transformers, and that's transform. But it does look fantastic. They've had a few of these figures at this point. This MDLX Ramjet is going to retail for $119.99 US. And it'll be released in the second quarter of 2026. So if you're looking for it, expect to look for it at that point. But you can also probably be comfortable in the thought that you're going to get the rest of the that extended Seeker line too. So they've done one, they'll do the rest. But not yet, because the next one up is Shockwave. So we're going to get MDLX Shockwave as well. And this is an exclusive version. This one is going to come with some clear hands and such. But again, it will be due for Q3 of 2026. No price on it. There is a regular and exclusive version. But like I said, the exclusive version is going to come with the transparent hands. And yeah, I mean, he looks good. I prefer the look of the Ramjet personally, but the Shockwave does look pretty badass. It's kind of like a combination of Transformers Prime Shockwave and G1 Shockwave. There's a bit of an idea combination there, but he looks cool. Yeah, Shockwave is always pretty badass. Yeah.
Well, they like to give accessories, but Shockwave should never have a second hand. His left arm should always end in a gun. He should never have a left hand.
Next up, we have the Yolopark AMK Pro Rise of the Beast Arcee. This is the official images for it, and the pre-orders are live. This is a completely new. It's going to be about 6 inches tall, 16 centimeters, Daryl. This is going to be Arcee, again, from Rise of the Beast.
I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem. It's going to have die-cast parts, premium finishing. It's got LED lights and a bunch of accessories. So this is another non-transforming action figure. And it looks really, really good. All kinds of great features on this. The details very, very well painted. It is her design from the movie when she turned into a motorcycle. A lot of red, a lot of white. I do want to point out, I think it's funny, they say that she comes with two faces. One is the poker face and one is the humanoid face. I don't know what that means. What's the difference? But anyway, it will require two LR621 batteries that are not included. So good to know. It does come with a stand also, which is really, really nice. She comes with her blasters, the different faces, but also a stand. And I believe in that first image that there was a limited edition keychain bonus that you could also get there in the beginning. So that's kind of cool. That's cool. But yeah, so if you're into the non-transforming action figures and you're a big fan of the Rise of the Beast, it's nice to see, Arcee getting some love. But looks pretty cool.
All right, next up, we've got something from McFarlane Toys, and they've got busts of your favorite Transformers characters. So we've got an Optimus Prime version here. We've got Megatron, and of course, we've got a Bumblebee. So, if you just want a head of your favorite Transformer, you can get these 1/3 scale replica busts.
This is the first time McFarlane Toys has had the Transformers license.
Really?
Oh, well. No, they did do those comic book pack-in ones. Remember they?
Oh, it was like the Page Puncher or something they were called?
Yes, that. Yeah, I believe that was McFarlane Toys as well. Mm. But, yeah. These are dumb,
Yeah,
though.
so these
are...
I was thinking it.
$20. Yeah. These are $20 each. And I'm not sure what the let me see if we get an accurate on the website, if we get what the actual size is.
It says they're 1/3 scale.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means in like inches or centimeters, but
was it like
maybe it's 1/3 the size of a human head? I don't know.
That's what I'm wondering, because if it's like 1/3 of like a Transformer head, that's still really freaking big.
Yeah.
Also, like,
I don't know.
The proportions look weird, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
they do.
They don't look good. Something's wrong. The Megatron one in particular is really, really bad looking.
Mm-hmm.
This is a worse version of Hard Heroes.
Oh, God.
Optimus looks okay, but yeah, the Megatron and Bumblebee.
Yeah, it's just
it's
I don't
weird.
know. It's like the face is too wide, or it's not. It's too shallow. I don't know. Something's off.
I wish the artists got royalties for all the artwork, because I think Don Figueroa's artwork is used in like 90% of Transformers merchandise.
I
think this
wonder
is
if
Don
at some
Figueroa.
point he signed something that was just so vague in what it said that he's just like, "Oh, great, I'm getting screwed."
I mean, I think it's just if you work on licensed properties, they own
That's it.
they own the artwork you produce. It's work for hire, so they own it. They own it outright. They don't have to give you anything after they've paid you to produce it. That's it. But his Don Figueroa's artwork is everywhere on Transformers merchandise.
I feel like I could 3D print something better than these.
Probably.
Like, oh.
All right, we're getting our first look at the Studio Series 86 40th anniversary G1 Voyager hot rod. So this is the same Studio Series 86 hot rod that we got, like, I think it was figure 1, if I remember correctly, back in the beginning of the Studio Series 86 line. It was 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. 4. I can't remember who was 1, but I've got a lot of them up there. I don't have, I don't remember who was 1. Anyway, so this is the exact same figure. It is going to be coming with a couple new accessories, a sword, a shield, and a fishing rod, like you used in the movie. So kind of like the accessories that the most recent Masterpiece hot rod came with. Another big change is that this hot rod is pink. It's like the reissue, or the G1 reissue from like Walmart, those Walmart ones that came out.
Mm-hmm.
So they've made them a little bit more pink, like the movie. So not a lot of new news about this one, other than the fact that he's got a couple of new accessories. That shield that you saw him playing around with on the ship when they were flying away from Earth, that's new, very new. So
They also changed the one hinge in car mode.
Which hinge?
On the top, in the original 86 figure, the hinge that's between like the windshield and the back of the car is a yellow piece. Yeah. They've colored it correctly now, and it's like the full top of the car is the correct color.
Cool. All right.
And it is the only reason I want to get this figure now. Because that bothered me to no end. That like I'm like, why is this yellow? This shouldn't be yellow. But
yeah. Well, if you want a hot rod with a new hat, there's one coming out in the next little while.
They always do this. I hate it.
Yeah. So yeah, but like they're not even calling it the Studio Series 86 line anymore. So. But anyway, he's going to be available sometime soon. We don't have a date on that, but he's it's for the 40th anniversary, so I expect him next year sometime, which is going to be in a couple days.
By the way, the first 86 figure was Jazz.
Ah, yes. I knew it was one of those ones. Like I knew Cup was in there too.
Cup is number 2, and Blur is 3.
3, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at them right now.
All right, and now some big news. We got Age of the Primes images. We got images of the Transformers animated Ratchet, the Transformers Prime smokescreen, and then G1 Swerve and Powerglide. So let's take a look at these, because these got shown off, and everybody's losing their mind on the internet with these. So we get a nice image of Swerve there, who was looking, I mean, he's originally based off Gears. And we just got a Gear, so it's got to be the same mold, but they definitely did some retooling with the in the head region and whatnot. And also, the wheels look a little different, but who knows? Who knows? Oh, if you go up right there. Yeah, it's definitely the Gears mold, but they definitely did also retool the head, as they should, because Gears has that big old wide head that's like the whole top of his torso, and now more normal head. And we got Powerglide, also from G1, which I love Powerglide. This looks cool. So we're continuing our journey into taking all of the mini-bots and making them just smaller deluxes. So more stuff there. That alt mode looks fantastic. I did love the Combiner Wars one, but this one does look really, really good. So we'll have to wait and see. Oh, what do we have next? Oh, next up is Transformers Prime Smokescreen. Fan favorite character. That looks really, really cool as well. I love the door wings. This is looking very like G1 style, but it's that Transformers Prime Smokescreen. I don't know if that's going to be... That's got to be a new mold, right? Because it doesn't look necessarily like the knockout mold, does it?
Yeah, I think it's a new mold. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think it is.
I can't quite tell. And then after that, we've got our Transformers animated Ratchet, which is most definitely an Earthrise Trailbreaker Trail Cutter retool of some kind. There's a lot of shared engineering there, but that looks really good. Yeah. That's a really nice way of bringing Transformers animated Ratchet in. The faces, the head sculpt is very, very Transformers animated. The body fits it very well, and he's got those. What was the name of the weapon? Anybody remember that he had the claw weapons?
Oh,
electro.
They were like magnets. Yeah.
But he's
electromagnets. Yeah,
he's got those on his wrists, and it looks like on his back he's got like a wrench and a bunch of other tools that he can use to fix up everybody and whatnot. So that's pretty cool too. That's pretty cool. So glad to see they're doing more Transformers animated figures, and I believe. I mean, technically, if you use the Legacy Bulkhead as animated Bulkhead, you've got the whole Autobot squad from the beginning of the series. Because we've gotten the Bumblebee, the Prowl, the Ratchet, the Bulkhead, and Optimus. So there we go. That's pretty cool.
I remember having to buy an Arms Micron figure of Transformers Prime Smokescreen. Because that was the only way I was going to get that figure. And I still have it. It's back there somewhere.
But didn't they release a version in the West?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know if it's as good as the Micron one.
Oh, it's probably not.
Yeah.
It's probably not, but...
Yeah. But I don't know. That definitely looks like a knockout with the way that the chest sits on the torso there.
Well, somebody pointed out that the original version of Smokescreen that they had pitched, I think, was a knockout retool. But it was never actually used for the toy, so... I'm wondering if that's a... Yeah. Well, not the Legacy Knockout was a Jazz retool. And I don't think that's necessarily a Jazz retool, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when it comes out. We got a while. Still cool. Again, it's nice to see we're getting animated, that we're getting Prime. You know, glad we're still doing a Generations thing and not just a Generation 1 thing.
Yeah. There were some cool figures out of Transformers Prime that never actually saw toys, or their toys were shit because they were just retools of a different figure. So,
or they were just bad, like Arachnid.
Yeah.
Which, here's hoping that happens. We get a better one of that. They're also, I haven't heard too many people talk about this, but they're reissuing the Transformers Prime Cliff Jumper that was a part of that 4-pack.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's in the shot down there. Yeah. He's getting reissued by himself, which is great to see.
That's cool. Yeah. I'm happy to see them, like you mentioned it, I'm happy to see them continuing the mini-bots as like small deluxes. Because, I mean, I've been buying them as I find them, but, it's cool. Like I have a Powerglide that I've been messing around with for a while, but he's not really official. And then the Swerve would be cool. Not that he was in the show very much or at all, but he's cool.
I mean, I really didn't want to get the new Sea Spray that came out because I thought the Titans Return one was pretty perfect. But then I got it and it's like, oh, this is a really cool figure. The engineering on this is fantastic. And honestly, I think the first one I really, really fell in love with was the Kingdom Warpath. I thought that figure was really great.
All right. Well, that's all our toy talk for the show, but we've got more to talk about because we're gonna show off the stuff we got for trips to the store. So here we go.
The Transmissions Podcast will return after these messages.
All right, Trips to the Store is powered by our merch store. So you can go to merch.transmissionspodcast.com and get some cool Transmissions merchandise. You see, I'm wearing our Boombox Man transmission shirt. So you can get that at our store. We've got Tape Man shirts as well. And you can even buy a little mini cassette shirt for your kids. So go, have a whole Soundwave theme going there. We've also got good guy and bad guy shirts that are non-copyright infringing symbols. So if you want to wear some cool shirts there. So yeah, just check out merch.transmissionspodcast.com and you can check those out at our store. All right, we're going to show off all the things we've got this week. So I'm going to start us off. I just have one thing. So I picked this up at TFCon last year. So I got a bunch of blockies. We know they're called blockies now. We'll talk about that later in the show. But yeah, I put together my Shockwave blocky. So there is Shockwave. He's got his own Shockwave gun. So even though he doesn't transform, he's still got a Shockwave gun that he can hold, and then he's got his gun arm. And it does the little model kit does come with extra hands, so I could give him a left hand, but I refuse to do that. But it's a
You just throw those away. Never ever.
But yeah, this is the Shockwave is cool. I think this was one of the rare ones in this set. I think this was 1 in 12, where all the other ones were 1 in 9. So that was cool. But yeah, Shockwave's a fun figure. So Daryl, I'm gonna throw it over to you.
All right, so I I don't have anything new, but I figured why not just show off something I haven't shown off in a while. It's been in the case back there because it's pretty delicate. This is my G1 Monstructor.
Ooh.
It is complete with all of the finest gold plastic parts. Yeah, so it took me a while to get this guy, but now that I have him, I keep him combined, and I very rarely touch him. So, and only on the legs, nowhere else. Yeah, but he stays in the cabinet at the back there with all my other gold plastic figures. So, yeah, he's pretty good. I like him.
Do you have the pretender shells for all the little guys?
I do. I have everything.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. That's it.
All right, Michael, first time on the show, but I think you got something cool to show us.
Yeah. Just toys, or do we do non-toys that are
whatever you want, man?
All right. Well, latest toy is God Bomber for the upgrade. I was waiting for the DNA kit to come in, but my pile of loot ran out.
Is it the Masterpiece one? The Masterpiece God Bomber?
Yes. Yeah. And then non-toy, but toy Transformer related is I was at a convention and I got a few new autographs on my Rid poster. Liam and Travis. Nice. Oh yeah, it's
Jeremy would be beside himself right now.
I'm the crazy autograph guy.
Yeah.
So, that's it for me.
Very cool.
That's impressive. Well done.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's not cheap.
Yeah, no, that's I imagine that poster is now like got a few $100s poured into that there.
It's a lot more, a few $100.
Okay, all right. Say no more.
Frank and Peter on there, I get you almost to that.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Pants. We're going to close it out with you.
Okay. Just a few things. I haven't shown this one off. I showed parts of it before, but I got the latest 4-pack from Target a few weeks ago. And I haven't shown it off, but here's a little Ultra Magnus done in the G1 style. But it is, of course, the one that is fully articulated like the deluxe Optimus Prime we got. He comes with a blue axe, white guns, and he also has a Matrix in his chest. It is all silver. But, it's a pretty cool little figure. I wish... I mean, the days of making the trailers third party that are the full upgrade kits, I think, are behind us, because that was what Fans Project did that with the classics and whatnot. I would love somebody to do something like that for this, but again, that's probably behind us. But still, cool little Optimus Prime I like to put in the collection. Another one I showed off before, but he has been upgraded. This is Megatronus, the Fallen from Age of the Primes, but I got the Toy Hack sticker sheet for it, so now there is all kinds of more detail on there. There's a lot more of the glowing kind of heat coming out of him to elicit more of that War Within Dark Ages look. So it looks like there's more heat coming out of all over on him, and adds more detail to the Requiem blaster and everything. So that was a pretty cool kit. Really, really enjoy that. Another one. This has gotten some attention lately because a video popped up, but I actually got this before that video. I have Beast Machine's Tankor. And I know Thew just did a video on this, but I realized my Beast Machines collection is nothing. I have one figure, and I wanted to get some more, so I grabbed the Tankor, and I have a few others coming in that I found for cheap. And yeah, Tankor's a pretty cool figure. I'm a little sad that I missed out on Beast Machines, but maybe I'll find some figures that'll change my mind and make me realize, oh no, you didn't miss anything with Beast Machines. But we'll wait and see. But he's got cool features that I love, like the little spinning blades on his arms with the wheels, and he's got spring-loaded missile, and I don't know if you can see it. Oh, you can a little bit. That eye can move back and forth along with the
like
head.
a Cylon.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. And that does translate to his tank mode. He's got kind of like his head there, and that also will can you see it in there? Not as well, but there's also a little light in there that moves back and forth when you twist the head then in tank mode. So that is a pretty cool figure. And the last one of the Age of Primes figures I was very excited to come out, and I snagged it. This is Big Convoy. Age of the Primes Big Convoy, and he's pretty cool. I have the original Big Convoy, and this one is definitely a lot sturdier. He is much easier to transform. I think my biggest complaint, though, is you cannot keep the cannon connected to him and then put it in his hand. It is parts forming. You actually have to remove the cannon to transform him. But he also does come with the little anchor pieces, like little anchor missiles. They go in his legs, and he's got his little blaster gun. And he also does come, just like the original, pop open for me. He's got his Energon Matrix in there, and he can hold that. That is pretty cool. My only complaint with this figure is this leg was loose out of the box, but I ended up just twisting the thighs the other way so that instead of the normal detail, you can see the pin there, but now the leg is not loose and I can pose him a lot better, so no problem. But yeah, pretty cool figure. And like I said, much easier to transform than the original one, much less shell for me. I like it a lot. I love me some Beast Wars 2nd, Beast Wars Neo, so I was all in on this guy, and I really hope we see more of that stuff in the upcoming lines, but we'll wait and see. And that's it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, that will do it for Trips to the Store. Let's go on with the rest of the show.
We now return to the Transmissions Podcast.
All right. And we will finish up the show with a little bit of feedback. All right. So we got a comment from YouTube. So this is from one of our regular watchers on YouTube. This is Stuart118 Tyler. And I think this was a response from Jeremy talking about last week, where we talked about the artwork on different comic series. And I think Stuart actually commented last week that his favorite artwork was the Dreamwave era and all the art from Dreamwave comics back in the early 2000s. And Jeremy had responded that he thought that while he loved the Dreamwave art at the time, it has been surpassed by other artists in later comics, particularly in the IDW era, and even now in the Skybound era with new artists like Daniel Warren Johnson and Jorge Corona. So that was Jeremy's point. So Stuart's responding to that, saying, fair point, Jeremy. Like, I personally love every single thing Livio Ramondelli has done with the Transformers name attached to it. So that's another artist from IDW. He's so different from just about every other artist, but recognizable. And yeah, I'll say it, timeless. And I will always have a soft spot in my heart for Jose Delbo. That's a way back in the day G1 Transformers comics artist. The Skybound books have been beautiful, to say the least. So if you'll pardon the cliche follow-up question, individually, who are your top 5 Transformers artists? In no particular order, of course. Oh, and I'd like you guys to help settle a decades-old argument in the Tyler household. Do you consider Floro Derry an official Transformers artist? I say yes, but a certain blood relative disagrees. As always, love the show. So I'll answer first. I mean, at least in my opinion, yes, Floro Derry is an official artist. He did official art. I mean, all the character models for the G1 cartoon are from Floro Derry. So yeah, that's official art. He's an official Transformers artist.
And all of them appeared in the Transformers comic universe comics, right? Those were all Floro Derry designs. Comic book artists.
Basically they basically took the animation model designs and used them in the comics. So yeah, I mean, Flora Derry's art was the basically the template for both the animation and the G1 comics. So yeah, he's the official artist. Yes, I mean, I don't know what the Tyler blood relative is arguing about, like what their reasoning is, but. I mean, I don't think there's really any room to dispute that, but yeah, okay. So you can tell them that Transmissions has your back, Stuart. So we agree with you. In terms of top 5 artists, for me, and I mean we can all answer, so everyone will get a turn. For me, I got to put Alex Milne up there. I mean, his art is awesome. I mean, he did a lot of work in IDW and in Dreamwave. His just rendering of all the robots and also like designing characters with real, like that have real plausible transformations, I think is just an amazing feat. I love the work he does. Also, Don Figueroa he was a fan artist who then, became a professional artist during the Dreamwave era. Love his artwork, and apparently Hasbro loves his artwork because they keep using it in all the merchandising. So I think that his renderings of the G1 designs are great, and then he did all those redesigns in War Within Dreamwave's War Within series. I think that was like the first time an artist had really like gone back and said, hey, what would all these characters look like if we did like real Cybertronian redesigns for them before they turned into Earth vehicles? What would they have looked like? And that was the first kind of real major effort to do that in a official artwork. I thought those looked amazing. Back in the day, of course, Jeff Senior is a favorite of mine from the G1 comic series. I loved his artwork from the original '80s series, and I think I'll probably throw in Andrew Wildman as well. His artwork was one of my favorites as well. So yeah, that's 4. I'm up to 4. Yeah, I'm blanking on a 5th one. Oh, I guess I should say Guido Guidi. I'd say, yeah, I love his renderings, and he's also kind of a chameleon. He can do lots of different styles. So I really like what he's done in previous series. So there you go. That's 5 for me. So, Daryl, you want to take over?
Sure. So I could probably name like 10 artists that I just for Transformers that I absolutely adore. Limiting it down to 5 is tough, but like let's like I think I'd go with Andrew Griffith and Casey Collar, Don Figueroa, Guido Guidi, and Alex Milne. Alex Milne would be at the top of my list because just basically off of what Charles said as well, he's just super dynamic and yeah, I absolutely loved his artwork. There's some great artists there. Not discounting anybody who's doing anything on the Skybound books or Wildman or Senior as well from before. I just felt like once the artists or the books hit IDW, the art just was just peak art. I loved it.
Yep. Michael, you got top Transformers artists you can come up with? Maybe you're
I cannot. This is an area that comics is the big area that I lack in the art. You want me to name voice actors? Put a gun to my head. I'm good. But this.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, do any of the like storyboard or animation artists, or are those names kind of buried in the credits there?
They're out there on the cover page of the storyboards. So there's a first title page, and they're usually listed sometimes there. And I can't remember. I think I have a few things from Transformers Prime and whatever storyboard related stuff as well. But yeah, I should know. I don't.
That's okay.
It's no problem.
I started getting into a little bit of the comic related stuff, collecting autographs and things on that. Like, who was our cover artist on issue 1? Can't remember his name off the top of my head. Did the iconic Optimus Prime holding?
From G1.
Yeah, the G1. Yeah.
That's Bill Sienkiewicz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met Bill. It's a pretty cool guy. But yeah,
Yeah. He's a like a legendary Marvel artist. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And there's also the iconic Shockwave art from Transformers #5 with the Transformers are all dead. I think that was Mark Bright, who I think has passed away in the last few years.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Yeah. All right, Dr. Pants. Got 5 Transformers artists you can name off the top of your head?
Actually, while you were doing this, I had to look up names because I'm terrible with names. I could tell you like the exact artwork that I'm like, yes, that one, because I love that. But I got names. I'm good now. 2 that I can always name though: Alex Milne, Andrew Griffith. You guys talked about them. When I started really getting into reading comics, that was the more than meets the eye, Robots in Disguise era, and of course I fell in love with their artwork, and I have original artwork from both of them hanging up in my house. I think Andrew is a very, very, very good kind of, I don't want to say like traditional, this is what I think of when I think of like Transformers comics, like it's really, really, it hits that style, whereas Alex, as you said, is very stylized and has gone on to design some really amazing characters. I also have to mention Josh Burcham because I was such a huge fan of the Beast Wars comic that IDW was doing before they lost the license, and the artwork in there was amazing, and the style, I think, did a really good job with that book, and I loved his artwork. It is outstanding. I am still sad to this day that book is done, and it did not get technically all it should have, but K-Zama is another one at the end of the IDW run in the Optimus Prime books. Another like very interesting style. It stuck out a lot. I remember a lot of very heavy black lines and shading, and it was just very, very, very cool. I loved their work a lot. And another one, they did very little, but the artwork always stuck out to me, and I love their covers. That was Ume Meow during the second run of IDW. they did a couple of covers that I just absolutely loved. One of the things that always stuck out was when they drew the eyes, they included like the circular part of the optics, and it kind of made all the characters much more expressive and felt more human. And that artwork always really stuck out to me, and I loved it. And I would have loved to have seen them do more work on the series. But there are so many other artists I could ramble off actually after looking this up that I love. But those I think I'll put at the top 5 for right now for me.
Good pull with Umi Meow. That was a good one.
I really wish they had done more. All they really did was the Arcee synergy story and the Transformers Galaxies Arcee and Greenlight. I wish they had done more.
All right. Well, thanks, Stuart. That was a good discussion. Thanks for writing in, and hope we settled your argument, and hope you liked our answers. We'll have to remember this for Jeremy, because you actually asked this question to Jeremy, who's not here tonight. So when he gets back from vacation in the new year, we'll have to remember to ask him his top 5 artists. So,
Jeremy, you're listening right now. Send us in some feedback.
All right. Last bit of feedback we got on our Discord. So this is something we've had a bit of a debate for a while, whether I just showed off my blockies, because we've been calling them blokies for, like, I think as long as we've been showing them off and playing with them, we've been calling them blokies. But apparently we were wrong. So one of our Discord listeners on the Discord actually sent a question into Blocky's support and said, he wrote a message on our Discord and said, "I've heard Blokies enough times now to do the minimum unverified research into the name." And so he sent us a screenshot of his
The response he got back.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Here it is. So this is the response he got from Blocky's support. "Thanks for contacting Blockies. It is Blockies." So there you go. That is the official response. So
why did it take him so long to send us the response? This was in July. He got this response.
I'm wondering if he's the one who actually asked the question, or if somebody else did and posted it, and he just
that's what I think is what happened.
Yeah. That's probably makes more sense. But yeah, so Blockies. It's not Blokies. Don't say Blokies anymore. Say Blockies.
But can I still call Blue Sky Blueski?
Sure.
All right.
Actually, you can still call them Blokies. I don't care. just know you're wrong. I guess.
I'm wrong about a lot of things.
But yeah. All right. Well, that's all the feedback we got for this week. So that takes us to the end of this episode of Transmissions. Michael, again, thank you for joining us this week, and thanks for telling us all about the TF4K project. And we wish you all the best of luck in collecting the entire Cosmic Rust and all the deleted scenes, and we look forward to watching everything reassembled and remastered. So why don't you tell everyone again where they can find you online and where they can contribute?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me again. You can find me over on Twitter at TF4K Project. We got a Facebook group, like I said. It's Transformers 4K Project. You can always hit me up, Turbo Blue Streak on TFW. We're usually lurking around there every day. But it's a fan effort at this point. Everything that Paul had has been captured, so it's who's willing to step up and donate for everybody would be is what's going to finish this out.
Awesome. All right. And with that, we'll end the show here. Of course, at the end of every episode, we give a shout out to our Masterpiece Donatrons. These are the folks who continue to support the podcast at our highest level on Patreon, and that's why they get a mention in every episode. So thank you once again to John Forks Levengood and Steve C. You guys are awesome. And we also want to thank all our Donatreons, the people who contribute on Patreon and PayPal. You guys really help us out, help keep the show going. Thank you so much for continuing to do that. And if you're not a Donatreon and would like to become one, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. That is where you can sign up. You get some perks like bonus content like our Transformers live play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust. And you get the bonus uncut versions of Empire of Rust episodes a week before they go out on the regular free feed. So if you're into listening to Transformers and Dungeons and Dragons, you love live play Dungeons and Dragons, but you wish there was a Transformers themed one. Well, there is. There's actually a few, but this is the first and the original one. So check out Transformers Empire of Rust. This week we've got Empire of Rust episode 151, Psalms of the Silent Alarm, and that is available up on the free feed at transmissionspodcast.com/rust. We've also got our promo code for toyhacks.com. So if you want to save 15% off all your purchases at toyhacks.com, use that code BELLBOTS. And that will be good throughout the month of December. So if you're, it's a little late to get a Christmas gift, but you can still use it. Maybe you got some money in your stocking and you want to put that towards some new stickers for your figures. You can get that at toyhacks.com, and you can use this code as many times as you like until December 31st. So use that code BELLBOTS and save 15% off everything at toyhacks.com. So that's it. We'll see you next time. Thanks everyone for watching and listening. See you later. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.